shit.
I want to talk about artificial sweeteners. I don't promote them at all. I stay away from them. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on artificial sweeteners?
Sugars don't do that at all.
Guave. Yeah, I don't recommend them at all. I mean, most of your artificial sweeteners will convert into what's called formic acid.
Formic acid. What does formic acid
it's
do?
It's like a form of like a formaldehyde.
Okay.
And formic acid is one of probably the most toxic acids for your body to try to process.
Okay.
And it actually, people that are actually sometimes diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, are misdiagnosed because they consume so much artificial sweetener. So people that have MS, of course, have multiple sclerosis, is a neurological disease. And what happens with people that have high amounts of formic acid is formic acid actually eats away at the blood-brain barrier. Blood-brain barrier is comprised of endothelial cells with tight junctions that hold the endothelial cells together so that nothing can get into your brain.
Like what, a virus?
So
blood?
Well, it keeps out viruses, it keeps out your immune cells, it keeps out acids, things like that would deteriorate
so
the brain.
formic acid from what, like saccharin or NutraSweet? What are we talking about?
NutraSweet,
Sucralose, equal?
Not as much sucralose, but you're just thinking equal, aspartame,
okay,
things of that nature.
Alsulfame K?
Yes, you got it.
What's
yes.
in them that causes that? What's in
them?
They
Exactly.
Convert to formic acid. So it breaks down those bonds, correct?
So what happens is it deteriorates the tight junction that will compromise.
Could allow you
it'll allow acids into the brain, and it'll start eating away at the myelin sheath, which is the coating on the outside of your nerve cells.
Okay.
And when that starts happening,
so you could, if you're predisposed to MS, there's a possibility you could be
it'll exacerbate MS. It'll make it even worse.
One more thing, Jeremy, you mentioned to me earlier about alkalinizing the body with greens. You can never really get too many greens because your body's always full of acid, correct?
Your body, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of different acids in our body, so you want to
lactic acid.
Lactic acid. Again, we have acid in that pools in our joints.
Okay.
Our bodies are full of acid. All of our fat cells have acids and toxins in them.
Okay.
So again, if your body becomes alkaline, your body will always can release from the fat cells as well to regulate the pH of the bloodstream.
So never eat too many greens.
Alkalizing your system is probably one of the best things you can do.
And your body has a self-regulating factor, so you can't really become too alkaline.
No, exactly. So
you're not gonna.
No, exactly.
Lower
alkalizing is going to be is the key to be able to overall optimal.
You're not going to raise your pH to 8 or.
No, because what happens, your body will force acids back into the bloodstream to bring it back down to 7.36 where it belongs.
Okay.
And so it can regulate. Your body's job is to regulate your pH at 7.36.
It's a very narrow margin.
If your pH were to go up to 8.36, one point up or down, to 6.36, you die.
Yeah.
So your body has to regulate that pH at all
So
costs.
a lot of these alkalinization products are kind of misleading.
No, a lot of you want to drink more alkaline water for sure if you can.
Okay.
Take in more greens, of course, they're very alkaline. Like our superfood product's a green phytonutrient product that actually helps.
The superfood product that we just talked about.
Yes, it's a great product to increase your pH.
So a lot of your stuff is talking about hydration and alkalization, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are the main factors you think about your products.
Nowadays the way people eat, there's so many foods that cause increased acidity. From a lot of your processed foods will cause increased acids in your system. The artificial sweeteners increase acids.
Yeah.
If you're trying to lose weight and you're taking in a diet food that's full of artificial sweeteners, you're not losing weight. Okay. You might be losing weight, but you're not losing body fat because your body can't release acids and toxins. Okay, from the fat cell into an acidic bloodstream. It's not designed to do it.
Okay.
It won't do it. It can't do it.
Okay.
So you got to alkalize first. If you want to lose body fat, alkalize your body. You'll see your body start to release fats, toxins, and you'll start getting leaner faster.
Anything else?
And you'll feel better.
Think off the top of your head, any for these guys on the line that are getting misled about any products or anything you can think of? I mean, I know there's thousands of things.
There's a lot of misleading products out there. The bottom line is just do your research. The bottom line is, I feel
where can we go to research? Because it's hard.
It is hard. The thing about it is I always referred back to my biology books and stuff like that. But again, what I try to do is plug it into, how the biology of how the body works. But with products, it's a hard thing because what you're doing is going off of direct marketing, of what you think you want. So again, if you see something that says this is going to make you big, and you don't know, how it's going to make you big, then you're like, you just take their word for it and you take it. So, I would say that, the best thing you can do is get quality information and education. I mean, the bottom line is,
any site?
You should learn something new every day.
Every day.
There's great books out there. I mean, listen, I love...
You talk about eating for your blood type. You're an A positive. I'm an A positive. We got turned on to this book about 20 years ago. Eat Right for Your Type.
Dr. D'Amato.
Dr. D'Amato from New Mexico State, I believe. What is your thoughts on eating right for your type? You feel the best you've ever felt in your life doing that?
I don't follow it to a T because, you know, like me as an A blood type, they say that I should be a vegetarian,
Red meat,
and I'm not. And I believe that, again, I look more at the biology of how the body works. But
Okay.
there's a lot of legitimacy in that because what they're doing is they're having you eat foods that your body can utilize and digest easily, so that you can have an optimal an optimal metabolism and an optimal digestion.
Okay.
When I started eating that way, prior to that, I was eating red meats and I had indigestion, gas,
Yeah.
all these things. And so when I started eating like that, I just started feeling better. My energy was better. My recovery was better. So it's something I've recommended for a number of years because I can see the health benefit from it.
What are your thoughts about eicosanoids and the zone diet? Dr. Barry Sears, you read that book?
Yes, yeah.
How do you feel about this? We're on track, you think, or somewhat? You got to apply all these things with a grain of salt.
You know
I
what?
suppose.
Again, I don't think that there's any one specific diet that's great for everybody.
Gotcha.
You know, the bottom line is there's a lot of generalities and there's a lot of things that will work for certain people.
Sure.
I'm not a big proponent of of cutting out your carbohydrates and just eating meats and fats.
So you don't like the Atkins diet? I think it's very unhealthy.
I think it's very unhealthy.
That's
because
extreme.
It's extreme because what happens is your body's producing ketones. Ketones are straight acid.
Okay.
Okay. So again, if you
Now you got to alkaline it even more.
yeah, exactly. You have to really alkalize your
Wow.
system.
Yeah, I don't know this stuff. Do you have anything to say to this? Nick?
Nick?
Good information.
Hey. Well, if you plug it back in the biology of how the body works, what happens when you eat a carbohydrate is your body produces insulin. Okay,
Okay.
Insulin triggers TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone,
Okay.
and it also helps trigger your T4 thyroid hormone to break down into T3,
Okay.
which creates a metabolic response,
Sure.
increased temperature.
Okay.
Okay, if you cut those carbohydrates out,
Yes.
okay, then what's happening is you're slowing down that whole process and
Okay.
slowing down your metabolism.
And guess what's going to happen when you start taking carbohydrates again?
You're going to be
Plump right
insulin
up.
sensitive.
Yeah, I know.
You're insulin sensitive. So what's happening is this: you're losing weight because of this. Your muscle is like a gas tank.
Okay.
Okay. Your muscle fills with glycogen.
Okay.
Okay. Which is your carbohydrates. You eat carbohydrates, it fills your muscle with glycogen. So what
Okay.
happens is when you cut those carbohydrates out, you're essentially taking this bottle of water and you're emptying it.
Okay.
It's gonna weigh a lot less without
Sure.
that water. in it.
Okay.
Your muscle's 3/4 water in the form of glycogen.
So you're going to be less fuller.
Yeah, think about this. So
You're gonna look flat.
So if you have 100 pounds of muscle, 3/4 of it, 75
Yeah.
pounds of it is muscle glycogen.
Exactly.
So if you're not eating carbs, you're just dropping muscle glycogen. You're emptying your muscle.
Not only that, you're losing strength.
Absolutely.
You probably feel
Muscle's
terrible.
hydraulic.
You feel terrible.
That's why after
Absolutely.
you have a show
so I'm
and you
not a
junk
big
up,
proponent of that. I could go on and on about that.
Okay.
But still,
When
Well,
you
I
junk
appreciate
up-
this knowledge. It's very good. We'll make more videos later. Thanks, Jeremy.
What's the ratio, you